Coffee, which is delicious by the way, and I'm also making some Christmas cookies, so I'm super duper excited to have those while we sit down and chat about some of my favorite books of 2023. I need like a little moment to reflect, because how is it that we're already in December and that the year is almost done? Christmas is in like 12 more days. Can we believe that? I certainly can't. Anyway, you guys, I'm super excited for this video because I do feel like I've read some pretty good books in 2023, and the fact that we're still not even done with 2023 is actually insane to me, because that just means more opportunities to read more books. And what kind of bookworm doesn't love that idea? I do kind of want to sit us down for this video, so I'm gonna try to figure out a way to adjust this and make it look a little more Christmassy, and then we can get started. I actually surpassed my goal in terms of like reading goal, and I can like show it to you guys on my Goodreads. I was so surprised by this myself. What better way to end Vlogmas with my favorite reads? Definitely want to start off with like some of the earlier books that I read this year. I think one of my favorite books that I've read earlier in the year has definitely been Happy Place by Emily Henry. It's also been The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by TJR. Those two have pretty much been the two books that I constantly think about, that I constantly like encourage people to read, just because they're such good books. Another book that I read this year that I really enjoyed has been And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. That was also another book that I pleasantly enjoyed. It was something that I really do think I read this book in a day, you guys. I'm not even kidding. It was such an exhilarating read, just to like try to figure out who like killed off all these people. Another book that I really enjoyed this year is definitely Divine Rivals. You guys, when I tell you that Divine Rivals is probably my top favorite read of this year, and possibly in my top favorite books of all time, believe me when I tell you this, because it's 100% true. I absolutely adored reading Divine Rivals. Honestly, I didn't expect to enjoy the romantasy genre as much as I did, and yet here we are. I'm still waiting for December 29th to come around so that I could read Ruthless Vows. Another book that I actually surprisingly enjoyed reading this year was actually Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This book surprised me in such a pleasant way because it is young adult. The trope is childhood friends to lovers, and quite honestly, I have not read a childhood friends to lovers trope as good as that one was. And I say this with like the utmost sincerity, because there's a lot of childhood friends to lovers where like they're childhood friends, or like, I don't know, like there was something about the two main characters in Better Than the Movies that felt relatable to some degree. Another book that I really enjoyed was The Silent Patient. I think it's like my top thriller read of all time, just because the way that the storyline interwove all these different scenarios into like one final plot twist at the end, it was just such a seamless like transition into the revealing of what was going on. And I just personally was so taken aback by this one book that I constantly rave about it. When people ask me if I've read it, I'm like, absolutely, you need to read it. And I know that it's not everybody's cup of tea, However, I do encourage you to give it a chance. Like, if you have not read The Silent Patient and you're kind of like wondering whether you should or not, I definitely think that you should. The writing is so good. The plot twist is fantastic. It's just such a seamless plot twist that you'll like never see it coming. And I think that's what I really enjoyed about The Silent Patient in particular. Another read, you guys, that I would like sell my limbs to reread. No, just kidding, I wouldn't do that. I take that back, I wouldn't do that. However, it was that good that if I were to be in that situation, I would definitely consider it. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Guys, what did Lauren Roberts put in that book? Because I really want to know. Quite honestly, I was so shocked by how much I thoroughly enjoyed this like romantasy book. I think it's also romantasy, but it's also young adult. And despite the fact that there was like no spice at all, I was giggling, kicking my feet, screaming, smacking the book on my hand just because it was that good. You guys, like, when I tell you that Kai is that guy, believe it, believe it. And then last but not least, the final book that I really enjoyed reading this year, and it was also a recent read, I read it back in November, is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. And this book surprised me. It was so refreshing to read about. It was, well, the trope is like an unexpected pregnancy trope, and it was one of those tropes that not a lot of people enjoy, but in this case I thought it worked really well. Something about the characters that I just felt comforted by. Like, they were very communicative, they were very, I don't know, just like supportive of each other, accepting of each other, and I thought that it was so refreshing to see. And Out on a Limb is one of those books that like you go into it kind of like, you're kind of like hesitant to read it because you're like, like unexpected pregnancy, all these things come up, but then you actually like sit there and read it. Guys, I read this book in like 2 days. It was so fun and entertaining and beautiful and refreshing to read such a cute romance novel with main characters that have limb differences. Guys, I really felt like I flew through this video. I could not stop talking, which in some ways it's great and in others not so great. I am so extremely happy that you guys made it to day 12 of Vlogmas. And quite honestly, I really enjoyed making these videos for you guys. I hope that I'm better prepared for next year in terms of like planning ahead. However, it was so much fun, and it's been so much fun recording these videos for you guys, editing them, putting them out there for you guys to see and enjoy with me. And I just hope that, you know, the book community continues to support each other and grow and just really encourage each other to be our best selves. I think that in this new season, there's so much to learn about what we experienced in this year. And one of the biggest things that I'm grateful for in this season and that I'll be bringing into the next is that I'm grateful to have the opportunity to make these videos for you guys so that you guys can enjoy it and we can chat about it and we can make friends and just like have like a cute book community where we talk about our favorite books, characters, plots, so on and so forth. And comment down below like what your favorite moments of Vlogmas/Bookmas were. Comment down below what your favorite books of 2023 were so far, and that way it'll also give me ideas of books to read next year and some videos to make next year. So stay tuned for all of that. But in the meantime, thank you so much. We've officially completed the 12 days of Vlogmas/Bookmas, and I'm so proud. I'm so happy. I'm like a proud mama because we did it, you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys for coming along this journey with me. It is my first Vlogmas. I really hope that you guys are happy, and I wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and happy, super duper happy holidays. And I hope to see you in the next video, or hey, next year. With that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and bye.